Holy herb after on the holy herb and the holy water, the cooling ales. So we've got Greeky here spawning as player number 1 today, this lovely blue colour. See, look at that. You can even take a bath here in Greeky City. That's how lovely it is. He wants to go and get this storehouse up because he probably wants to get the wood to get on this lovely lake here. You can see all these nice little waves. You got your surfboard, guys, because I'm going fucking surfing. So Carnage, our player number 2 today, also has this little pissing pond. Although Sheila's can't use the pissing pond, I'm sorry lady. You'll just have to stand there and look pretty. And he's also gone for the wood storehouse, and he plays on the hunt storehouse as well. So pretty standard sort of opening. And considering this, there's no early bags. I think they're probably going to look at going onto the lake. So they might even fight over this here. So you see a gold mine and you see a stone mine on here. You can't see it, but I can because I've got X-ray vision. Fucking Cyclops shit there, bro. Plenty of resources to fight over on that. Actually, there's 2 gold mines, isn't there? No? 1. I don't know. I can't remember. Either way, there's fucking lots of resources on there to fight over. These guys seem to be pretty greedy about everything. Greeky going to the stone mine. Carnage instead opting for the lake. So see how this difference in the builds will pan out for them. Carnage's going to be able to get a lot of fishing ships and gather a lot of food very cost effectively. Greeky on the other hand going to be able to get the faster town centre, and he might even be able to follow up with a delayed dock and try and push Carnage off this lake because he'll have that age advantage. So it'll be interesting to see how they play this one. Man, I'm gutted I've got no more beer. Like I've got nothing to do. Like I've finished talking about the game. Like, what do? I can't just like do something, you know. I need to have a beer here in my hand. It makes everything so much smoother. Makes the time go by just like that, you know. Not even a second of downtime in that 100% stimulation feedback that I need, you know. Constant consume. Nah, I'm just kidding. So Carnage getting out the fishing boats now. Greeky getting the H2, like I said. He's going to be able to get the second town centre up quicker. He's going to be able to get the warship out quicker as well if he does opt for a dock right now. So I don't think he's getting the wood to be able to do so, but he's sort of getting the age up probably 2 villages earlier than he would need to be able to do that. But he's getting the town centre up in a second. All the way over here. Not too bad of a spot really, a little bit greedy, but if Carnage doesn't punish this, and he's not going to be able to because he's gone for that dock, Greeky's in a great position because he can go for the market down here, or even put it up here, and then go the town center down here. So Carnage instead enjoying the fact Greeky's not punishing his water at all. So it's been a lovely, boring macro game so far. You haven't seen any action just yet. These two are just being boring motherfuckers. But they're going to be able to get on some nice mid-game compositions in a couple of minutes' time. So we'll just have a little nap right now, and we'll wait for that to happen. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just fucking with you. So, boys, where's the stables from either of you? Let's see some action happening here. Barracks coming out from Greeky. He's going to be able to defend against Carnage. Carnage getting his H2 town center on the way with this villager rally out here. Probably going to put them up here in this corner or something. We'll have a look. Oh, you see that? 100% correct. I read Carnage's mind. Birds of a feather fucking flock together. Do you fucking see that? Alright, so Greeky taking this late lake, like I said. He wants to, and Carnage scouting this out. How about this? Like fucking clockwork. Carnage, he's going to be able to see this and be able to get a warship. In fact, he's even fucking delaying it. Holy, and he's getting the trireme out now, so by the time the dock finishes, the trireme's going to pop out there as well. So, man, I'm just reading their fucking minds right now. Carnage, getting that town center up. Greeky with his early town centers, 23 villages to 24 for Carnage, because he's already got the 3 fishing ships out. The town center for Greeky hasn't been up that long. And Greeky is going to be delayed a bit here. I don't know why Carnage is focusing the villager, because this does fuck all damage, whereas if he focuses the dock, it can actually make it a little bit quicker in being able to take it down with the warship. So what the fuck are you doing, Carnage? Why would you bother? Doesn't do any damage, just attack the fucking dock. Look at this shit, he's taking 15 health off and it's taking him like 2 minutes. Like, Jesus fuck, man, like what a waste of time. And look, what are you doing? Why are you throwing your scout away? What are you fucking... What is this 1700 elo rubbish? Jesus Christ. Fuck me dead. F2A? Fucking unbelievable. What a... Mate, you're gonna get that tattoo on your ass one day. Whether you like it or not. Alright, so we got the trireme out from Greeky, we got another one on the way. We've got 2 triremes out and a third on the way from Carnage, and he has a double dock advantage over his opponent right now. So Greeky actually a little bit behind right now in the eco situation. 33 villages to 33 of Carnage. But he doesn't have as many fishing boats out, so that puts him behind slightly right now. Stable's coming up for Carnage though, so this is good. There isn't a huge amount of spearmen for Greeky, but he is going to continue to get a couple more, hopefully. Unless he's doing some F2A nonsense. Carnage moving in with 3 triremes, so this is good for him. Because Greeky only has 2 of his own. Both players doing a good job of dodging the initial hits. Carnage only taking 1 hit, Greeky taking none at all, so both players backing off for the time being. Greeky gonna take another dock, but Carnage is gonna figure this out with the scout right there, so another stable's gone down for Carnage. And age 3, the Temple of the Seth going down, so he wants to be able to get on the quick caravans, chariots, or the age 3 camels, the camel champs, which actually counter range units as well, so he can actually clean up the Toxotes quickly. And the added health I think they get, or is it added damage, just makes them a good general counter to everything. The Greeky right now all the way up to 4 triremes, Carnage on 4 as well, so there's going to be big fucking showdown here on the water. Carnage only on 45 villages, Greeky only on 45 as well, but Greeky actually has bigger population count at the moment. So Carnage, what are you fucking doing? But Carnage also has the fire ships as well, so he's going for the quicker age 3, so we're going to see what Carnage is fucking doing in a minute right now. So Greeky has his second dock, but there's nothing building out of his first dock. A fishing ship there getting sniped by Greeky, taking a bit of damage to one of his triremes, but the rest of them pretty much alright. But Carnage has that fire ship, so Greeky fucking off out there quick because he doesn't want to stick around and take a lot of damage. I mean, who would want to? He's going to have to micro like a fucking madman against those fire ships. And he's probably going to want to delay it as long as he can because it's a bit of an effort. I'll make sure everything's queued up at home, but he actually only has 1 town center with the age 3 queued up, nothing queued up out of the other, so that's a bit drastic. Carnage queuing up no villages at the moment. What are you fucking noobs doing? Where are your villagers? Where is your villager production? Alright, here we go. So a bit of a nice water battle being taken here, but Greeky having a couple of ships being taken out. Carnage doing a good job at keeping everything together there. Greeky trying to split up into 2 groups, but getting not really a lot of value out of it. and just taking too many fire ship hits, too many trireme hits, and losing everything in there on the water. Carnage getting a lot of value out of that, pushing back to the land, where Greeky is only just now in age 3. A lot of stables going up for Carnage, and he's got a couple already. Getting a defensive fortress, so this puts him in a wonderful position. He's really in a nice defensive position. Even though there's a lot of spears coming in, he's going to be able to take out the Toxotes quick, and he just needs to introduce a small number of axemen to be able to clean up these spearmen. In fact, he's actually going for the chariot archers. Excuse me completely, because the chariot archers not going to have to worry about either of these 2 unit choices at all. Spearmen counter cavalry, but they don't counter mounted range units, so keep that in mind. They really only counter, out of all the ranged cavalry units, so to speak, they only counter the Saris, because the chariot archers and mounted archers and even the elephant archers are all got the range flags. So Carnage gonna have a hard time. Gonna have an easy time being able to deal with this. Even though Greeky's got a huge army count right now, Carnage has all this population locked up on the water. Greeky doesn't have the unit counter advantage here. These chariot archers, they don't counter anything, but they hit like a fucking truck against everything. And they have that range counter. Nothing here is anti-range except a single Sari. So Greeky's army comp isn't ideal to clean this up. He's probably going to come down here, clean up this watch post for now, and just sit pretty for the time being. Carnage actually has a smaller amount of population overall, because he's got all this shit on the water. But it's pretty much valueless now that he's killed all of Greeky's stuff on the water. So Greeky has this big land army, bigger than Carnage's, but there is some war elephants being added in. And thank you for the follow, or the post, or the sub, or whatever that is. I really appreciate it. I just can't check what it is right now. More chariot archers being mixed in though, but there's only 3 Saris here, so Greeky hasn't got the ideal method of countering this. More spearmen on the way. Pretty much valueless. The hoplites would probably be the better choice. Getting some peltas, getting some more Saris would be the ideal choice at the moment for Greeky, but Carnage has that water advantage over him, and Greeky feels that he needs to put the pressure on soon, so he's sort of just getting out whatever he can, I feel. Sorry, bong cough. Third age town center now going down for Greeky, and he's equaling Carnage's population, so that's good. Carnage has deleted some of his ships, so he's only got a couple down. The bare necessity to patrol the water, except for he could probably delete these 2. Like, honestly, you probably only need 1. Just have a patrol from here to here, and just leave it on that. Or have a patrol from here to here, have another one patrol from here to here, and leave them at that. Delete the rest. You don't need to lock up the population until your opponent takes the water again. You need to have the units on the land to deal with whatever the fuck they're going to build. So just keep that in mind as a rule of thumb. Yes, Carnage should delete that. Oh yeah, he has. Good boy. Good fucking boy, Carnage. I hope he's not listening, because that's cheatering. So there's a wall going up now for Greeky. Carnage has this mass chariot archer, but there is Saris in the mix. Carnage still has to kill off all these toxins of Greeky's, but at the same time, because it's not Peltus, it's a good trade for him. And then it's not a huge amount of Saris, so if Carnage can focus them down, it actually means a lot for him. So Greeky not bringing everything up with the Saris is probably a bit of a mistake there. And Carnage getting some more upgrades, getting temper, getting broadhead arrows. So he's going to get his age 2 damage, age 3 range damage upgrades. And there is that fortress there to back up as well. Greeky going to send him some Prodromos. So we'll see if this gets any damage, because he's going to need to deal some, considering Carnage has the water. And Carnage has just brought up all the chariots. The Greeky's not hitting him around the other side of the base. Carnage already has this nice double fortress set up. Going to be really hard for Greeky to harass him from multiple points at once. So Carnage's defensive play behind this is just fucking superb. Greeky's as well are pretty nice. He's getting this wall up, so he's put himself in the more greedy position. He can get some more walls across here, defend this gold mine, possibly even defend this one as well, despite his opponent having the water if he gets a tower up here or something. So yeah, he's actually pushing Carnage back into the corner, but Carnage has that water advantage, of course, so there is a spearman of Greeky's going down now. That double fort getting revealed, but killing off all those spearmen. More Saris being added to the pool. A couple more Prodromos as well. Carnage getting his age 3 armor upgrade. No, it's age 2, sorry. No, that's age 3. Yeah, it is age 3. Sorry, guys. Where's... yeah. It's age 3. Big number of chariot archers, but there's nothing else here to fight the Saris, so Carnage is going to have to be really careful and micro these well. Getting some good kills off though, so Greeky, I don't know if he's going to be able to deal with this. Carnage's micro is just absolutely insane. He's beating the counter right now because Greeky is just trying to fight with the Saris, but Carnage getting off hits twice as quick there. Amazing animation cancelling. Greeky just forced back with his tail between his legs. Carnage on even population there, taking a fight into his counter. And Greeky, I don't know what he's going to have to do at this point, adding some more Prodromos in, but they're not going to be very good other than the fact that they're melee and you can just run straight on. You don't have to worry about trying to cancel animations or things like that, but at the same time, they're not ranged and you can't get that little bonus out of them. Carnage getting a lot of value out of these chariot archers, and the fact that he's got this water behind all this, the longer he can drag this out, the more Greeky's going to be hurting, so Greeky just now splitting his forces up a little bit, wants to deal damage to multiple sides of Carnage's base right now, which is good, but it's not enough to be able to do this as Prodromo is running in now. But there is all these elephants here. So the elephants sort of wandering around really. Not coming in just yet, but they are going to come in and clean up these Toxotes, I think. So Carnage really forcing Greeky to have to split his forces up right now, but there's just so many fucking elephants. Well, the chariot archer's falling down right now, but there is so many elephants there to clean that up. Prodromo's cleaning up Carnage's markets, but he's got the resources to be able to throw up some more. And the Prodromos are going to fall down. Carnage is on equal population to Greeky right now, but he's got that little bit more in the bank. And there's fucking stacks of elephants. Greeky's going to have to figure out some way of dealing with this. Getting so many Prodromos, getting a couple of Saris as well. He wants to be able to whittle these down with a bit of range damage too. Because they are just so tanky, you need to have a bit of mixed damage on them. At the same time, they can attack units at close range, they can just pick them all off. Get a lot of damage per shot. Carnage really nice walls right now. Only has this tiny opening to his base, so he can just continue taking fights there. Greeky though has this cheeky workshop here, and Carnage, I don't know if you can see it, Carnage. Oh, Carnage can see it because of the fortress, so Greeky, you poor bugger. That fortress is revealing everything. And maybe if it was tucked in away up here, Carnage. Yeah, Carnage wouldn't be able to see it if it was over here. But he can right now, so Greeky is not posing a huge threat to Carnage right now because that's going to be destroyed. And he's sending in all these units All these Prodromos. The Greeky needs to be able to deal damage. He needs to be able to get onto villages, clumps of villages. He needs to be able to get onto houses. He needs to be able to get onto production facilities before there's too many camels, before there's too many chariots again to clean all this up. So just now getting his age 4. Carnage already been in age 4 for a little bit, getting his chariot archer champion. Elephant archer champion, sorry, and he's transitioning to those now. So the melee cavalry armor means they're going to be pretty much immune to the Prodromos and going to be able to deal so much damage if they get massed, if Greeky lets this happen. But Greeky trying to get damage out on the map. It's double fort, not letting him get on the gold mine, not letting him get these markets. Prodromo continue to be continue to be microed back and forth, but now onto the farm. A lot of war elephants now. Prodromos to try and shepherd them away from any of the ranged units here. A lot of Saris, a couple of Toxotes being added in the mix. Carnage backing out. The one Toxotes being deleted from Greeky. And yeah, Carnage still making use of the water. He'd only gotten the first water upgrade actually. I'm surprised he didn't get the second. The added conservation for each just makes it so much more valuable because you don't have to go to all the trouble of travelling to the next spot of fish until that little bit longer, and you can just gather so much more, so much quicker. But Carnage going to be able to get some more value out of this because Greeky really only gathering off that one gold mine right now. So if he gets denied here, it's going to be huge for him. And Carnage working his way down to the market now with all the elephants. So Greeky, have you got enough to defend this? Right now Greeky though is harassing Carnage. 83 to 89 is village count, so Greeky actually ahead by 6 villages, but he is down in population, doesn't have the water. He's getting some good caravan kills, but Carnage is adding caravans behind all this. Carnage is going to take out Greeky's markets. He's going to lose all of his elephants for free though, but there is so many elephant archer champions behind all this with all their age 2 and age 3 upgrades. So Greeky is going to have to fight off against this mixed elephant archer war elephant army. So elephant. It's going to be hard for Greeky to deal with, and it's Carnage has all these walls here. Greeky doesn't have any walls in the mid-map at the moment, so... Oh, but there's a gap! There's a gap! Oh, Greeky has found a little hole here, and he's ahead in score at the moment. He's got a little bit more in the bank in terms of food and wood over Carnage. Doesn't have a lot in the bank at all. Both players starving for gold at the moment. Neither player moving on to that little island with the 2 gold mines. And Greeky is able to kill a couple of Carnage's villagers here. And right now, 91 to 73 is the villager count. Carnage behind in villages by 18 and losing some more caravans for his troubles. I wonder if Greeky's going to be able to go for something on the top side because he's gathering all that gold as well. So Greeky's map control right now is really good. Sniping the markets, going to lose all the Prodromos eventually, but Carnage hasn't got all the upgrades for them. You don't think he has the age 4 damage upgrade. And these markets being delayed here by Greeky, this is good for him and tough for Carnage. Carnage right now 73 villages to 101 for Greeky, so Greeky going to be able to gather an awful lot more behind all this than Carnage. Just now getting his age 4, just having now gotten his age 4 a little bit slower than his opponent, but he's going to be gathering a bit more as well. So Carnage still keeping Greeky off this gold mine here. But Greeky gathering this one over here on the top side, which is closer towards Carnage's base, and if he can get some room to actually throw down the siege workshop this time, or a fortress of his own, he can take all this out. Let's pinch it all away from Carnage, so we'll see how he goes about doing that. Right now, Carnage's double forting of everything is making it really hard for Greeky to deal any damage over this side of his base. So 107 villages to 72. So 35 villages the difference there. Pretty unbelievable. These elephants are going to get surrounded by enough to bring them all down, I think. There's going to be enough of a front line, but here we go. There's some camels in the mix here, and as Greeky got too many saris because the camels are going to trade extremely well against them without too much of a front line. They are a little bit faster. 12.7 speed versus... Oh no, they are actually equal speed. 12.7 speed each. Bodkin arrows coming out now for Carnage though, so he's got all these chariot archers. Going to kill all the gold gatherers. Greeky is going to mine out of this gold mine up here soon. But the saris are going to be exactly what Greeky needs to deal with all this. It's not often you get to see this, a fight like this. You got the chariot, the elephant archer champion, elephant archer champion just as the sari champion, so it's really pretty late game stuff here between the Greek and the Egyptian players. And Carnage, 72 workers still to Greeky, all the fucking way up to 115 villages. Like, holy man, Jesus Christ, your army gets smaller and smaller with each of these villages that you're adding. How do you intend to fight Carnage? You're gathering so much over him, but man, that's perhaps a little bit too much. Like 100 would probably be ideal, 95 would probably be ideal. Carnage is only at 76 villages. If you got that 15, that 20, that 30 village to lead over him, that's plenty, man. Like 120 villages to 76, that's just perhaps a bit too many, Greeky, because catapult triremes out now. You need to get another market up just to continue that gold gathering. I know you've got it in the bank right now, but Carnage, you can choke him out now. Carnage has no gold, has very little food, a little bit of wood. Greeky, come on, man, I'm rooting for you right now. The Sari's not going to deal a lot of damage to these walls, so Carnage is safe behind them. At the same time, Greeky broken through here with all these Prodromos, with the camels chasing. Prodromos should just split up and attack all the houses in Carnage's base at once. He's trying though, Greeky. He wants to get some value out of this. He doesn't want to throw the units away either. He's brought in some Saris as well. So it's be interesting to see if he's got enough units to fight against this. But Carnage is surround here. You can tell Carnage is a Zerg player. All these camels running in from every fucking direction at once. There's just not enough here for Greeky. Carnage is going to swallow all this up. Going to be able to seize back the game from here, I think. He's got a couple of upgrades to go, but these camels with their H2 and H3 upgrades, that's all they've needed. They've swarmed all around those Saris, all around those Prodromos, and it's just mass camels from Carnage right now. This is unbelievable stuff. There's mass Prodromos now from Greeky, so it'll be interesting to see who's got more at the moment. Carnage is well behind in the bank. Greeky is so much in the bank. He's got 4k food, wood and gold, so he's got plenty at the moment, but Carnage has made the smarter fights inside his own base. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it right now. He's got no gold of his own, so he's got a micro with all of his heart. Use these camels like life slings. Greeky at the same time, he just needs to overpower Carnage here, and this game is a GG. And there is just so many Prodromos, 37 Prodromos. Camels drop down all the way to 9, so things are going really well for Greeky. There's not a lot of resources here for Carnage. Siege Workshop's trying to go up here for Greeky. He's all the way up to 109 villages, so he's actually cut 11 villages, which is good. He's had a little bit too many though. He's taken a little chunk out of Carnage's wall here, and Carnage is well behind on score at the moment. Greeky has a lot of value in the bank. Holy, he's got about 14k resources in the bank at the moment, and Carnage stuck on the camels, hasn't got any chariots to really whittle down all these Prodromos, which is going to be tough for him. There's not even any spears or anything in the mix here. And Greeky able to take a good trade here, and Carnage He's going to run out of resources eventually here. Greeky just has all these Prodromos. 32 Prodromos. Carnage, only 73 villages to Greeky's 109. So again, Greeky just being able to outgather him. And Carnage, I think he's going to have to GG at some point here. GG, here we see. Man, what a game. So Greeky ends up doing it. Nice job, man. I need to upgrade the score counter, don't I?